right, so Thanksgiving is upon us. Christmas is just around the corner. And believe it or not, if you are still booking flights, there are actually deals out there. Can you believe it? Deals. Seth Kaplan is here. He's from airlineweekly.com, and he's joining us to give us some tips on how to actually save money if you might be booking last minute. Hi, Seth.
Hi, Allison.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
It's hard to imagine. It feels really late in the season, but are fares actually falling right now?
Yeah, you know, for the first time in several years, this is new. It's only been happening in the past few months. Look, fuel is cheaper. We know it when we put gas in our cars, and airlines are feeling it too. And so, you know, they're able to profit now with airfares that are somewhat lower than where they were even just a few months ago, and that's good news for consumers.
That is good. So we've got Thanksgiving, we've got Christmas. Is this the time to be booking for those two things?
Well, this is a perfect time to be booking for Christmas. You know, one thing a lot of people don't realize, I think everybody knows that, you know, you don't want to wait until the very last minute usually to book a ticket, but it's not the opposite that's exactly true. It's not always the earliest bird that gets the cheap airline ticket. On average, about 6 or 8 weeks before you travel is the best time. So if you think about Christmas and New Year's, we're right in that zone. For Thanksgiving, it seems kind of late, but believe it or not, there are still a few good deals out there. Airlines have some empty seats, and I've seen some incredibly cheap prices, even for the peak travel days right around Thanksgiving.
Okay, well, I always wonder when you go on and it gives you the option of picking a different airport, and people a lot of times shy away from that. What's your theory on alternate airports?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the more people are traveling, quite frankly, the more it can make sense. Because think about it, you know, if you have to go a little bit farther to a different airport, and you know, the savings is $20 or $40, if you're traveling alone, that might not make sense. But if you're traveling over the holidays and, you know, 4 or 5 people traveling together, you multiply that, it can make a lot of sense.
Sure.
And sometimes people don't realize, you know, if we're going far away from home, you know, we know, you know, in this area, obviously National, BWI, and Dulles where they are. But, you know, if you're flying to San Francisco, a lot of people don't realize that Oakland is just as close to the city as the main airport, San Francisco. So it's worth checking into that. Okay,
and one last question. A lot of people have all these holiday gifts. They're carrying lots of stuff with them, heavy packers. What do they need to be aware of before they fly around the holidays?
Yeah, well, you really need to do the bag math, as I call it, because the best airline can really depend on who you are and how heavy you pack. You know, you have these what are called ultra low-cost airlines like Frontier at Dulles, Spirit at BWI, which have very low base fares, but then they charge extra for almost everything. But, you know, if you're willing to pack light, that can be a great deal. Southwest is really the other extreme. You know, we've all seen the commercials, bags fly free, but you know, nothing's really free in life. Bags are included. Typically, their base fares are a little bit higher, but yeah, if you pack really heavy, you will get a better deal on Southwest. Typically, you know, think in terms of $50 extra per round trip per bag. So if Southwest is $25 more and you're going to pack a lot, fly Southwest. If you can pack light, you might get a better deal on another airline.
Great information. Nice to see you. Thanks so much for joining us today, Seth.